Should be live. Just checking the gate. Make sure everything's up and running. Should be good, I think. Let me just check one more thing. I think we're good. One more. Let me check. Yes.
Yep, we are.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. By now, if you haven't seen the lunch stream, then I don't know what to tell you, but just as a quick recap, this is where we just hang out with you guys for the next hour or so. We're going to do a roast review. We're going to answer your questions. It's just something fun. A bunch of us just hanging around talking Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, getting in depth about some stuff. It's just to give you something to listen to fun during the day. That's what we do here. If you have questions that you want to fire away at us, then all you need to do is put those in chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, and we will get those scooped up and get those read. Joining me today for all the fun and festivities, we've got Grim the Mechanic.
Wasabi.
We've got back with us, who will be streaming Assassin's Creed today at 2 p.m. Eastern, I believe, is Mr. Gingivitis himself, the soulless one, Sanely Red.
Hey.
Now, are you collecting questions today, Sanely?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't make him angry, or he'll delete your question, or change it and make you look dumb, because that's what Sanely does. That's because he has no soul. No, he's not going to do that. I'm just kidding. And also, we got Michael W. Huntington III should join us here in a few minutes. He had to go to the store to get something. But last but not least, we've got the Brown Gandalf, the Beardless One, the Government Wi-Fi Stealer, the Chicken Chaser, the French Tickler. There's so many titles it boggles the mind. The one and only, big deal himself, Grande Pappy Patron is here.
What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy, Lord Grande Verga Pappy Patron. We're coming at you with a lunchtime stream that I had absolutely nothing to do with, but I will take complete credit for.
Yeah, it's what he does. I mean,
Yep.
Me and Finn, we bust our ass to do all this stuff. Grande just sits in the jacuzzi and just shows
Pretty
up
much,
whenever
man.
he
Pretty
wants.
much.
Whenever
Pretty
he
much.
wants, basically. He just pops in even when we don't want him to. He just comes in and be like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" It's like, "No, Grande, we don't. I'm here. Let's do this." And it's okay. All right, so get your questions in. Shout out to who's in the chat. Let's just see who's in here. We got Hideous. We got Revenator, Matt Bailey, Moss Mike. Who else we got? Slap Me Tad, Old Joss, Proper Catch, Do Jason, Han Cholo. Glad to see you guys all in chat. Glad to have you guys here on a Monday. I know it's Monday. Mondays suck, but we're going to try to make you laugh, make you giggle. Anything we can do to make your Monday go a little bit by faster. And with that, we're going to play America's favorite pastime. It's time to play Ranger Tries for New Mods. That's right. Ranger J 1999 has been trying to get speed mods, and it has been a suck fest at the 10th degree. So I'm going to roll, see what I get. You guys have loved the me showing like how I manage my mods and stuff, and I've actually got messages saying, "Hey, you doing your mods and showing it's really helped me out, so we're gonna keep doing it." I'm doing it for greedier
I'm
reasons,
good with that, man.
because I need better speed mods. Damn it! And hey, Chewy. And yes, glad to see Dom EP is in there checking. Guess who? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Wait, Hitty said, "I got some nice speed mods today. I saw you use it at the luck pool." You know what? Ban him.
No.
All right, here we go. No, we're not going to do that.
Ooh, that's man.
All right, here we go. We're going to roll. Oh, God. I'm so excited. Let's see what I get. Come on. It cannot be crap. Please not be crap. Not crap. It's crap.
Was it really?
Let's see. We got 2 greens. No stats.
I don't even level whites anymore, man.
I do, just to see if it hits 5 and not, I sell it now. And a 3. Only 1 3-dot though. So now we want to go and we want to go do our. We want to make sure that we
Level and sell.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, we want to make sure we keep our inventory clean. So like always, you want to go to management on any screen, filter, speed, and then we want
I
to
went
sort.
through Yorkie's mods the other day and discovered that he's got a crit chance, crit damage triangle with 20 secondary speed.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, very nice.
I know.
What's up, Jeff?
It was on Hermit Yoda. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, it's a 4-speed. I'll keep that one. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do these gray mods, see what happens. I'm looking for anything 5 speed. That's a 3 speed. Nope. Upgrade. Do another one. No. Damn it. Damn it!
What's up, T-Lo?
Oh, God damn it. Piss me off. Let's do the 2 diamonds.
Gab P, how you doing, brother?
Oh my god. Yes, 5 speed. You're definitely getting rolled. All right, we got a 5 speed. Can we slice it to 10? Can we slice it to 10? Let's see what happens. No, it went tenacity. God damn it.
Hey, you know what? You got to turn over a lot of rocks to find some worms. My friend.
Tenacity is the new speed. Did no one tell you?
No, they didn't.
That's it. You see, you can either be uber fast or just be so tenacious that you just brush their attacks off.
Yeah, that's.
Is that all you've got?
Yeah, that's.
What's up?
No.
Allow me to retort.
Can't
Kaboom.
touch this. How you doing?
All right, doing one more.
Jedi
I just
Training
took
Bogus, how you
mission
doing?
gear 12.
And the 3 dice.
Who, what?
So all this other crap.
I just gear 12 mission.
Crap.
Nice.
Crap.
Ooh.
In
I
preparation.
put all the pieces on her though.
You doing that in preparation for Revan, man?
And Malik.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
And Malik.
Yep, makes a great
So-
team.
If anyone watched the video the other day, apologies in advance. I have another can of Dr. Pepper.
Okay. Helen X, how you doing? How you doing, brother?
Of the underscore UWOL underscore Corellia and the GRDS. So.
That's right. All right. We ready for a roster review, man?
I'm
depression. Are you speeding that? Are you firing up the old interwebs to look at this?
I've already got it there, but it's just like.
All right, let's do this.
I'm so upset. You can't win for trying. You can't
win every day, brother.
I try to do the right thing. I eat my vegetables. I do the mods the way they're supposed to, and I just can't win, man. So,
Ranger.
It takes a lot of time to get some good ones. All right, Galacti.
I'm glad you just want to move past my pain, Grande. Screw you.
I kind of do.
I want to talk about my feelings for another 5-10 minutes. Damn it! This is 2019. No, I really don't. I really
nothing more than
don't.
Feelings.
Let's move on. All right, so let me pull
Ranger used to have one feeling and it got destroyed.
Yeah,
because
this game
got some
took
bad
it.
mods. So you no longer have any feelings at all whatsoever.
That's right.
Chat, I just want you to know, Ranger basically just said he is no longer trollable.
No,
so you can't
I'm just a machine now, sent from the future.
You cannot troll him in chat, and you cannot troll him on Discord.
Yeah.
It is not possible anymore.
Yeah.
So whatever, no matter what you try,
Hope you're listening.
it won't happen.
He sits before you, a broken and bitter man.
All right. We want to do this roster review?
Yeah, we're going to do it right now. So we're doing Galactimos roster review, and they are in Dark Lords Rebels. Wait, what?
Of course
What
they
the hell?
are.
What the hell?
Of course they are. Represent Dark Lords. Woohoo!
Forget that crap. What the hell is Grande doing here when we're doing a Dark Lords roster review? Is this the Twilight Zone? What is happening?
I know. Normally, whenever one of the people that's
What
in
is
my
this?
guild, we get them in here, and I'm
I
like,
think you should just let Grande do the whole review.
Oh,
I don't know.
Hold on a second.
Uh-huh.
It looks like it's still warm outside, so hell hasn't frozen over.
No, I'm just looking for is there something that happened?
Oh,
So shout out to your guild, Dark Lord Rebels.
Yep.
And
still misunderstood.
Galactimos says the 5 things really that we're looking at here. He says, I'm focusing on Darth Revan and Darth Malik right now, but spending all my gear on Jedi Knight Revan. I'm doing the right thing. Yes, you are. He wants to know where I'm at. Do you think I'll get Revan? Where should my next Zetas go, or should I save them? I've been focusing on speed mods, and am I doing the correct thing? And I just want an overall look at my GP roster, and do you think I'm doing the right things, or can you see if I'm missing anything? P.S. Should I be focused on mods? Also, now I'm looking to run a Jedi Knight Revan team. Great questions. Really great questions. I think yes to all these things are...
You know who's going to be the Revan counter, though, don't you?
Who?
What you say?
Newt. And then he's immediately going to get
He's not going to last
That's
more than
going to
a
be
day.
the
No,
bad
he's
bait
not.
counter.
He's
That's
not.
going
He
to be the
can't get
bad
nerfed.
bait counter,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That'll be a bad bait
okay.
counter.
Yeah.
I bet.
I mean, there's a reason
Bad.
why they call him Nerf Gunray.
Well,
All right.
he is the most nerfed character in this game.
So I
which
think
means that he's the most OP character in this game. Then, yes.
if he's going for Malik and for Darth Revan, I think we should start out by filtering by Old Republic.
I agree.
Let's do it. Let's
I
see where we're at. We need a little bit more on Canderous, a little bit more on Juhani. He's got 5-star and 5-star, and then we'll have to gear, of course, Canderous, Karth, and Juhani.
Can you get? Oh, you don't have the 17.5K restriction there.
Nope, not for the regular old one.
And he's also 5-star on Fallen Basila and no HK.
Ooh,
gotta get on HK. Well, you can get that. Yeah,
I bet he's got the shards though. He
Yeah,
probably just hasn't.
Probably has the shards.
Probably has the shards. He just doesn't have them.
Let's hope he's got the shards.
no, we need to
Say
unlock them and start
probably
working
enough.
on
Get
it.
on
And
the
then we're
chat
gonna
and
need
tell
to-
us, I've definitely got the shards.
And then, so those were his
In a
2
robotic
main
voice.
farms. So I would say stay on for those 4, don't you think?
Yeah, Karth, Juhani.
Karth, Juhani, Canderous.
Yeah.
Then you need the droid
Darkseid
as well,
Bastila,
T3.
and-
No, Canderous is 7 stars.
Wow.
He needs Karth. Karth is 5-star.
Yeah,
Karth
Karth
is
is 5.
5-star.
Maybe, I don't know how close he is to 6. Same with Juhani, but yeah, stick with your farms. Now you're gonna have to start putting gear on them. Don't worry about T3. Your big hitters are gonna be Mission Zalbar, Canderous, Karth, Juhani, Fallen Basila, and HK as well for the Malik portion of it. Remember,
Mission's worth a Zeta as well.
yes,
so
she
you can
is. So is
farm
Yep,
that
she's
up
gonna be my
in-
next Zeta.
So is Karth.
Yeah.
And I do think that given enough time, he will get Darth Revan next go around.
I
don't
think
you?
so. Yeah, there's nothing
I mean,
here
we've got
saying he
60 days ish before he comes around
won't.
again.
Roughly, yeah.
What
So
you say?
What you say?
what?
And
What
then
did you
where-
say?
And then where should my next Zetas go? I'm thinking he needs to save like 3 or 4 or 5 for that team, right? For a Darth Revan team. 3 for Darth Revan, 1 for Darth Bastila, and 2 or 1 at least for HK.
Well, you got to forget if he gets Malik too. You need.
And if he gets Malik 2, then he needs another 2. That's like 7 Zetas, man.
Plus, you're gonna need.
See-
You're gonna need. It's. You can do without the Zetas in the team. However, remember to get Darth Malik. It has to be 17.5, and that
Yeah, that's
mission
that's
is Zeta. I would say your next 2 Zetas. You don't have to worry about the rest of the Zetas on the team, but mission 1, Karth 1. That'll help you
Do
with
we
your
need
Darth Revan.
HK for the unlock?
For who?
Yeah, for Darth Malik.
Darth
You do.
Malik, you do. Yeah. There's certain characters.
Not
You
for-
do need.
not for-
Okay.
Well, you
not
need
for Revan.
not for Revan,
Right.
but
Okay.
well, you don't need the
'Cause-
you need the character to be 7. You need to be 17.5 power.
Oh,
But
I like how he's kept his GP down everywhere.
yes, no
the reason
fluff.
I'm asking is because you can save 2 Zetas and just gear up an Omega Sith Marauder, and oh my days, under
Yeah, but I
a
don't think he'd
Revan
be-
squad.
Right, right.
And of course, you're going to need him for the B-28 with whatever Sith-tastic ship event is round the corner. But I'm just throwing it out there. Say you can save 2 Zetas, whereas HK has to stack up before he can do his special. Marauder's ready to roll. I mean,
Marauder is
I
ready.
can one-shot HK on Marauder's first turn.
But it
So
all depends
just-
on speed. See, there's a misnomer with Marauder. If
Well,
they go
mine's
first, and
230 speed.
I know, but it's not the Marauder speed I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Darth Revan Bastila team. If you get all that crap on you, Marauder basically is just a waste of space. Because he just can't do anything.
It's actually it's all about how fast your Fallen Bastila is.
Oh yeah, absolutely is.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. It's all about how
not
fast.
it's not the Revan move, it's the Bastila move afterwards, and fastest Bastila wins.
Yeah.
Oh, agreed. I think we've got some decent mods. That was his next question. I know we're kind of jumping around, but his next question in line after the "What should I do with Zetas?" was, "I've been focusing on speed mods. Am I doing the right thing?"
Yes.
So I just kind of took a quick gander over here. Abso-freaking-lutely, he's on the right thing.
Usually, when it comes to mods and speed, the answer is yes.
Yes.
I mean, he's doing it. So first of all, he's not over slicing, which I like.
Yep.
We've got some slicing on the arena team, and we've got some slicing on a couple of ships pilots. and then we've sliced everything up to 5A.
He's
So
got some nice mods.
I would say stay where we're at and keep on the speed mods.
Yeah. Just keep doing, and you kind of do like what I'm doing. You farm mods, the half and half. Half energy for, slicing material, and the other half just for speed mods. I mean, it really does come down to speed mods on a lot of your characters, but it's key characters. I got in this the other day about like I only have so many mods. How do I go about? Where do I put them? Well, not all your characters, even on your arena team, need speed. It's certain characters that need speed. Speed's always good on the rest of your characters, but if you look at your roster and you only have a limited amount of really good speed mods, there's certain characters you want to have them on. Like on the Imperial Trooper team, I gave the example, you just need Stark. Stark is the key that gets all that rest going. Put crit damage on the rest of the team and rock and roll, because if your Stark goes first, it's over. That team just kills.
He also modded. He's modded his Grandmaster Yoda correctly. He's modded. I'm looking at his arena team mods. He's modded GK correctly. I'm looking over here at Jolie Bendo. He's modded him. I think it's debatable. I might move that health arrow off of him and put a speed arrow, but other than that, I'm fine with what he's got there. And then on Bashilashan, I'm good with that set. He basically put his second best speed set on there. I'm okay with that. I think he could pretty much. His mods are okay. His mods on his arena team are okay. He's doing much better since he switched from a CLS lead to this Revan lead. I mean, he probably jumped 100 points, 100 arena ranks. So
what he could do is switch those two round and put his fastest set on Bastilla and his second fastest on Dreven, because Dreven should still be quicker.
No, not Dreven. He's running
my bad.
Regular old Bastilla and regular old Yoda and regular old GK and regular old.
God, Michael, pull up the roster.
I'm back in the room. What you say?
So it's his mods are correct in my opinion. He's doing great on ships. I think him focusing on Darth Revan is the next logical progression.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that, because
he's a 1.9 mil GP.
You
right?
get Darth Revan with that kind of GP as slender as it is.
Again,
brother.
we're not expecting amaze balls out of this roster.
No, it's
right?
1.9. I mean, bounty
it's
hunters are
1.9,
nice.
And the thing is, it's uber focused, right?
Yeah, it's very focused.
You could tell he's working on. He wants to also get his 6-star, 7-star C-3PO. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, if you want to work on just getting all the pillars, and then you can go back and work on these teams.
Totally fine.
Yeah,
with pillars.
troopers, Night Sisters. You can go back after you get your pillars all undone.
You can fill all that in. Keep them all at Gear 1, Level 1.
Yeah, until you're ready.
Until either you need mod space, and then they're 7-star, or then you could keep the stars where they're at, take them up to level 50, keep them Gear 1, and use them as mod storage.
Yeah, you don't really.
You're do one at a time until you're
perfectly well placed.
Totally agree.
I mean, just great job keeping your GP down, not working on characters unless you're ready to work on characters and teams. Yep. I have no problem with this, because really with your Jedi Knight Revan and your Darth Revan at that GP, with you focusing on mounts, you put one on top, one on the bottom, and just good luck.
And GG, good game. You're going to win GA. You're going to be fine in arena. I mean, here's the deal. If we can keep this arena rank over 200, under 200 or under 100 like you did yesterday, oh, man, you're going to be sitting pretty, my friend.
Yeah.
I say let's focus arena, let's focus ships like you've done so far, and let's keep the GP low.
Yeah. Get your Darth Revan, get the characters. Yep. That's going to give you another really... that's going to give you,
just work it. It's going to be great.
You're going to have the Karth team done when you get done with it, which is just ridiculous. Team that you can use for offense or defense. You're going to have your Darth Revan ready and working on. You're going to have your Jedi Knight Revan ready. Then you can start going in and say, okay, what do I want to work on next? Night Sisters, great, go for it. And just go all in and get the Night Sisters done. What do I want to work on next? First Order, great, go for it. Get that team, and it's going to keep your GP so low that it's going to be a very lean, very focused roster that when people face you in GA, they're going to be like, what in the hell is this? So I love what you've done here, Galactimos. I think it's brilliant. This is the way you should go about getting your roster. He's focusing on the pillars. He's not wasting GP on any character that he's not focused on at the moment, or it's not been used to get like a character like his first order is a certain level, but he did that to get BB-8. I mean. But he didn't go crazy with them. He did it to where he got BB-8, and now he's working on Darth Revan. So yeah, brother, I think you're doing great, in everything you're doing. So keep it up, man. I mean, keep focusing on mods, keep doing what you're doing, and I think you're going to be fantastic, my friend. I think that covers everything that he did. I mean, not really need to go through the rest of your roster because we're focused. I think you're really good. And of course, if you have a question, Galactimos, all you need to do is send us a message.
Hit us up, man.
Yeah, hit us up. We'll be more glad to help you.
Totally.
Yeah. Now, if you guys would like a roster review, there's a couple ways we're doing roster reviews now. These in-depth ones we do no charge. We do them every day at lunch. All you need to do is send your GG page to Finity, Finity, on our Discord. With your GG page link and a little description of what you want us to look at. Now, it's about 4 to 5 weeks before we get to your roster, so give us some time. A lot of people want them, and then make sure he responds. And so you know that you're in the queue. He will respond that you're in the queue. Give him about a day or two. He has responded, to send him another message, and then make sure he gets you added. Then when your time comes, he'll ask you if there's anything you want us to, if anything's changed, anything you want us to look at from when you previously asked, and then he'll give you a date and time, and then we'll rock and roll. And that's it. And then what we'll be doing later on tonight, is mini roster reviews, and that's just where you guys, we do it for donations, and it's a quick look into your roster. We'll check something out here and there. You can ask questions about your roster specifically, get into some, just specific things of like, what about this, what about that, and we can go in your roster, look at it, give you some suggestions, and tell you, if you're on the right track, things of that nature. So we'll be doing that tonight, probably 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, when I get back from doing everything I got to do today. And then, so we've got different ways that we can look at your roster. So be on the lookout for that as well. All right. I think we've got that taken care of. I'm sure we've got tons of questions coming in. I'm sure Stanley has been scooping them up. Remember, guys, if you have a question, make sure you put question in front of your statement. If you don't, we will not scoop it up. We will not see it because Nightbot scoops up questions there. So if you've asked a question and you didn't put question in front of there, go ahead and resubmit it, because if you don't, we're not going to catch it. So that being said, let's get into some of this. Stanley, what do you got for us today, brother?
Doya-san, question: what did you do for the mothers in your life for Mother's Day yesterday? Well, my mom had to work all day yesterday, so I just had to send her a text message.
Yeah, my mom is. I mean, Mother's Day. She's not. I'm not near her, so I just called her and wished her happy Mother's Day. Let her know she's amazing, and I mean, that's the only thing I can do, really. And she gets free labor out of me, so pretty soon here I will be making a trip to Birmingham to go spend a couple days in the backyard cutting trees down and all that fun stuff. So year round, see, for me, Mother's Day is cool, but it's like I'm always spending time with my mom as much as I can, because she's pretty awesome lady. And so I try to make it out of my way to keep in touch with my mom and let her know she's appreciated. So what about you, Grande? What'd you do for Mrs. Patron?
Oh man, so so first off, I texted my stepmom, and we texted her mom and her stepmom, my wife's, and then my wife said, she said, get these children out of my hair for like an hour, or whatever, and I was like, kids, we're going to see Pokemon the Detective. Come on, everybody, load up in the car. Mom wants a spa date in the bathroom by herself, so let's go. So I took the kids to the movie, and she got to just hang out and relax a little bit. And of course, we came back home, had dinner, and gave her cards and some nice stuff.
There you go. Anybody else? Michael? Oh, you don't celebrate Mother's Day in England, right?
No, we do.
Oh, okay.
Just
I didn't
earlier.
know. Oh, okay.
It's
Like Thursday
like yours. Mine's awesome. Mine's actually a psychosexual therapist, which can be quite interesting.
course, with a name like Mike Hunt,
Everything makes sense now.
with a name like
There
Mike
you
Hunt,
go.
you know
Yep.
his mother is a psychosexual therapist, and his name is Mike. Oh my
That's it.
God! That
So
makes
yeah. Bought her some vibrating toys and
No,
whatnot.
you
know,
didn't. No.
Usual stuff.
A vibro sword. He bought her a vibro sword. It's a
So,
Star Wars toy. Come on.
actually, no joking aside, she actually to dancing. She got dancing to go into her office with her and started pulling out all these bits. Saying, "Look what everyone's sending me."
God.
Oh my.
And dancing didn't know what to do as her grand's showing her some very adult equipment.
This is funny. This is the moving bunny rabbit. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Oh my
You
God.
put that where?
No.
Anyway,
All right, we're moving on. Jesus.
It all makes sense now.
It does. All right, we're moving on. All right, next question there, Stanley.
Revenator, question: when is the next session for mini roster reviews? Asking for a friend.
Probably
Revenant.
today.
No, it's to be tonight. I already announced it, but Revenators have been trolling hard. So the first roster he requested for a friend was Warriors. Then the next one.
Yeah.
Then the next
we're
one.
actually gonna troll other people's rosters.
No,
That's-
I
Yeah, and then
refuse.
he tried mine as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that
did.
one,
He did.
that's-
He did Scissor Man, and then he did
That's
mine.
special.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, Revenator, yeah, I'm done.
we should troll my roster.
No, it's not. I really am not interested in doing ours. I'm interested in helping people with theirs. Revenator is going to do something crazy. He always does. All right.
CG carries. We're gonna end up doing.
Yeah,
CG
right.
carries.
Now that could be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Next
Hello,
question.
next. We currently have 25 Galactic Republic tunes and only 12 Separatist tunes. With Darkseid, Geonosian TBs coming, should we work on every Separatist tune, or is the money on a ton of new tunes being dumped on us?
Not a ton of new ones. There's probably gonna make one or two. They're probably gonna make one or two teams out of Separatists, and that's it. I can't imagine us having. You know, you've already kind of got the two teams already ready to go, right? I mean, it's Separatist droids, and then everything without Separatist droid in its name.
what'd you say?
So you've already got those two teams. You know, they're going to be squeaking out to try and make maybe one or two more characters, and then it's going to be the different factions, right, that we use along the way. So I wouldn't expect a dump of, 11, 12 characters on us. That seems way. I mean, I can't even think of 11 or 12 other Separatists that go on the freaking faction.
So, I mean, something immediately is that you probably got 3 Geos that are reasonably well geared already because of the ships and the fact that the Geo's ships meta has been in place for quite a while.
You know, we get a healer. We get a healer Geo, right? And that faction's pretty much done.
Yeah, I mean that's it. You need one more Geo, don't you, to make
You get a
set
Poggle.
there.
You get a Poggle rework, and a healer Geo, and we're done, right?
See, I was wondering how good a Gear 12 new and a Geo Spy would do against that Padme event.
Phew, with a reworked, I mean, they could end up with this whole like stealthy thing. They could end up taking, a couple of other anyway. But I don't think it's gonna take a ton of new characters in order for us to do well in TB. Let's also remember it is TB, guys. It's not, it's not GA. It's not TW. I mean, I like GA, but I don't go out of my way for that. It'll be hella hard. Don't get me wrong. It'll be hella hard, but it's going to be fun, but I'm not going to go crazy over it.
All right.
Don't forget to fill up Vader's glass. Vader's passing the glass around.
I didn't even talk about that.
Vader is passing the glass around. He's looking for some chicken grandes. He's looking for some baby rangers, and he's looking for some pickles.
Yes, the cup of plenty of Vader has been filled. You can see we've had some
by
donations.
the way, if you want to donate in Super Chat, you will see Baby Grande or Baby Grande and Chicken Rangers.
Yes.
No,
that's wrong.
That's wrong. The other way around. You will see Baby Rangers and Chicken Grandes falling into the glass. And every once in a while, if you're really, really good, you might see A yodeling pickle.
Yeah, that takes a big donation.
It does take a big donation. But think about yodeling pickles while you're donating. Okay. Anyway, next question.
Darth Cyan 1972 question for the panel. Based on Warriors' comments on long-term players and Wales quitting the game, what should CG do to stop the bleeding and keep long-term players other than quit messing with TW?
They don't
That's
care.
a
They
very
don't care about long-term players.
Yeah.
Well, let's. Oh, hold on. I mean, you know, you and I would be considered long-term players at this point, Ranger, right?
I'm talking more on the Kraken level, not so much like people that are invested in the game, but I mean people that have made a financial investment.
So would you consider me a Kraken at this point?
Yeah, you've spent a fortune. You're definitely Kraken level.
Okay, so I think that I don't. First of all, I think we need to understand that there's not a unified front on what every person thinks needs to happen in the game.
Right.
And a lot of times when people decide to stop playing a game, it's for external reasons, not necessarily, and they justify it with an internal reason, but there's really an external reason why they quit. And so that's, I think, something we need to take into consideration. The second thing is that a lot of it's self-inflicted, right? Let me give you a good example of what I mean. Sometimes if you've been doing something like playing this game as long as we have, sometimes the guild you're in doesn't make sense for your play style at the moment, which means that instead of quitting, you should go and find a new guild or another guild in your guild group that fits your play style. Let's say you want to be a little bit more chill, right? For a little bit. And then let's say stuff changes back to the way it was before, and now you want to be a little bit more hardcore. Or you know, a lot of those players, you know, maybe they want to get a chance at being hardcore, whatever it is, right? So I don't feel like we can give this kind of all or nothing conversation on what a Kraken wants, right? Most of those people have sort of specialized where they like certain aspects of the game better than others. They really like raids, they really like TW, they really like TB, they really like GA, whatever it is they like. And so if you mess with that game mode a bunch or completely change it up, they can get kind of discouraged, right?
Right.
So I think the main thing is just kind of to make newer game modes that don't neglect the old game mode.
Well, not to mention, you know, with most mobile games, whales are not the main source of income for the company. It's newer players that drop cash. You know, one whale may be like, oh, I dropped $1,000 on this one character. Well, good for you when there's like 200 new characters that just drop the same, new players that just drop the same on that same character. You know? I've seen games where they only catered to the whales and the krakens and they went out of business. So, you know, we aren't the veteran players aren't the only aspect of this game that makes them money.
The same is true the other way around though too, right? A game that only caters to free to play will also go out of business.
Yes. It's a balance. I mean, the game has to make money, but the thing about this is because they're picking up so many new players that are spending, it's not affecting the bottom line of CG because they've got an influx. We've seen the amount of new players in this game.
There's a ton of them, man. I mean, we just reviewed a roster that's 1.9.
So there's a lot of new players in this game, and they're spending as much money. They could be considered the new Krakens. You know, even though their GP is not 5 million, you know, they're still spending a lot of money on this game. You know, and you can see with a lot of the Ross reviews we do where people are in the 2 millions and have Darth Revan. You know, I mean, they've spent some
people
money.
In the millions that have Darth Revan. Yeah.
And you can also tell it too because people, if someone sees my roster, they no longer say I'm this huge Kraken. What they ask is, oh, you've been playing a long time, right?
Yeah.
And so you can almost see the difference now. They're like, oh, you've been playing a long time, rather than, oh, you blew a bunch of money. They think, oh, you could have gotten everything free to play and you just dropped a little bit in there.
No, anything over 5 million, anything at this point, that is, I'd say,
5.1, 5.2.
I think 5 million. It definitely at this point has spent some significant cash in this game. Even as I've spent some money in this game, and I'm at 4.2. But I progress slower than a lot of people because I'm very focused. But I've seen, if I wanted to right now, I could easily increase my GP by mass quantities, by taking a lot of the characters that I don't use up. But that's, so you have to kind of take GP with a grain of salt.
Agreed.
But the more you see a higher level GP roster, the more you know that there has been money spent, a significant amount of money, some way more than others. But these newer players that are coming in, they're like, "Hey, I want to catch up," and they're spending a lot of money on this game.
A lot of them don't inflate their GP either.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of them.
They have the advantage that we didn't when we first started, and a lot of the Krakens didn't.
Level ones, like all over the place.
Yeah, they have YouTube.
Well, we had YouTube too. There just wasn't anything on YouTube about it.
Right. And you got to remember,
exactly.
We had like 6 months of spend everything you had because TB was the only game in town. There was no
Territory Wars or anything like that.
Right? So we were, there was 6 months to maybe longer where it was like, get your GP up. Remember that, Ranger? We did a stream one time where we took every one of Ranger's characters to level 50. Remember that stream, Ranger? We did a stream where we needed to get we were like, let's get Ranger's GP up so he can compete, so he could help his guild out more. And
and it was for mods too. It's like we need to get the mods.
So we took every character to level 50, and you should have seen. I'm taking Ugnut to level 50, and I'm like, yep, you sure are. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe the day is here that I'm taking Ugnut to level 50. Oh my!
That little bastard stayed at 50.
Sure I should be doing this? And I'm just,
that little bastard will stay there as far as I'm concerned until the end of time.
Yeah, it was hilarious, man. It was
the game fluctuates. In any life cycle of the game, in every game I've played, it's just whether it's free to play or play to play or they balance it between. People just they reach a certain level and either they get burned out or real life happens. The game doesn't mean what it used to. I've quit a lot of games. That you just reach a point. I've played World of Warcraft. I played the Old Republic. And I did so much in those games, like top tier raids and all that other stuff, and it was just like you kind of got in and just felt I didn't have as much fun. Other people I knew quit, like in the case of Star Wars Galaxies when they came out with the NGE, I was like, oh hell no! I deleted my crap immediately. Well, I didn't delete. I just canceled immediately. Like this is garbage, and I'm done. And I wouldn't go. You get it to a certain point. There's always the new game that comes out that you want to spend more time on. So. Galaxy Heroes will have its cycle like everything else. It's very rare that a game goes as long as, say, like World of Warcraft, that has that much fan base. It's not as much as it used to be. It's still huge. And you can see it every time they do, their cons. It's like when BlizzCon comes, you're like, okay, yeah, that's still going strong. And so... it's rare to see that happen. Most games go into cycles of offering multiple games in a saga. Mobile games, pretty much their life cycle is pretty short. Some last longer than others, and there's very few like Galaxy Heroes or Candy Crush, things of those games that just people are just, you hit it and it just keeps going. And I think, Galaxy Heroes is like that. Just like Candy Crush. It's amazing how many people play Candy Crush. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. And it's still going strong, And I'm just sitting there like, I don't get it.
This game, when you think about it, it has really exceeded all of our old expectations. Like, this game's probably not going to last very long, but it's going to be fun while it does. And it's still going now,
So
my mum plays Candy Crush.
Yeah, that game that game's not going anywhere for a long time, and there's been offshoot of other games that have come from Candy Crush because Candy Crush is has been so popular, and people spend tons of money on that game too, just getting candy, So
next question.
Yeah, next question. Ugh.
Who? Question. My Karth is 50 out of 65 shards. Do I continue on doing my 5 per day, or do I start to up my game and refresh for 10 a day? Not worried about the other characters for Revan.
Yeah, it's still advantageous to do the refresh it for 25 and then to spend your natural gain on it.
Karth is 100 per refresh.
I would still. Well, I mean, here's the deal. How many do you get in a day from natural gain? Right? You could still spend only natural gain on him, and still run it. It's going to work just fine. So because the natural gain you get is freaking insane, right? So you're still going to be able to get it done. So I would not worry about it. I would go ahead and do it. If you need a character, I mean, natural gain in regular energy throughout the day without doing a refresh is 540. So yeah,
Science.
do it.
Yeah,
Helenix.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Helenix. Question. Which Sith holocron teaches us the secrets of getting these dang mods to roll multiple speed rolls? Is it possible to learn these secrets? My mods never roll speed more than once. Hashtag I hate mods.
Yeah, I hate mods too.
You gotta continue to work at it, man. It is jewels among the junk.
How many mods have I done? I've gotten 2 but they turned out to be beautiful.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Like if I took my mods, right, and we search, and I've spent a lot of money on mods, right, and we search my mods and we filter by speed. How many mods do I have that are over 20 that are 20 speed or better? I bet you it's less than a handful. Let's see.
So I was going to say it's Grandmaster Amex and Padawan Visa, isn't it?
12. What do I have? 16.
I know there's a player that I looked up their
19.
mods, and
19.
their mods finish at the bottom of the page, 20 secondary speed.
Which I'm going to tell you right now, that means that player spent $5,000 on mods.
I'd multiply that by 6 at least.
Good Lord.
That dude spent $5,000 and he spent 30 grand.
This also comes back to what Grim was saying. It may not be on the characters. Check the mods. That's because let's face it, we've all got the same characters. They all have the same abilities.
Yep.
Where do they change? They change in mods. That's a genius stroke by EA and CG.
Some people have blown a ton of money on mods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, like in Arena, how can you if you are fighting for first place, what's the best way for you to get that first place? Mods.
Pretty much.
Every time. Okay, next question.
Sith Lord 72. Question. Any idea when we will get a make good for the territory war issues yesterday? Also, did it affect the outcomes of anyone on the panel?
Man, we've missed a bunch of make goods, right? I mean, some Europeans missed their payout a week ago when Padme came out. Now we got funky stuff going on in TW we didn't get anything for. So they've been a little stingy on the they've been a little stingy on the here we're sorry.
Even when they have been giving us hey, we're sorry bits, it hasn't been, very good.
It impacted on my guild. It forced our opponents to cheese their defense.
Yep.
I mean, like in one of the other games that I play, they're like, "Oh, here, have these gems, a couple character shards, some gear, and an energy refresh and an XP boost." Like, and this game is all, "Oh, here's 50 crystals."
Yep.
I mean,
Yay!
RPGs make goods.
One refresh. Oh no!
Good.
Wait, I've already done those. It's tomorrow's refresh.
Well,
Yeah.
Or I've got to spend another 50.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Next question.
Gav P. Question. I'm running Kira, L3, Vandor, Young Han, and Childish Landino. How do y'all recommend modding Lando and Han? I've gone speed / crit chance with speed, offense and crit chance secondaries for Lando, and crit damage / crit chance for Han.
Running prepared squad?
Yeah.
Where's he running them?
Probably GA, TW, probably somewhere in that area. It's not going to be arena, obviously. But this is definitely going to be a GA team.
I think that sounds about right for what they should be modded as.
Speed, yeah.
He's running Kira or with...
I mean, you want you want
Kira
Lando.
lead.
Yeah, Kira lead. You want Lando to be the fastest one on that group, followed by L3.
Yeah, you want L3 very fast because she starts doing her thing. Very tanky and fast. A lot of health and protection on Vandor, but your heavy hitters, you want damage going because with the call and assist and everything like that. But if you can make your 2 tanks, you're not... Yeah, Vandor, Han, Lando, Kira lead, L3. Yeah, L3 very tanky, fast, super fast, as fast as you can make her. Vandor fast with health and protection, and then Kira you want survivable, right? She's not going to do a ton of damage. It's more about her call and assist. But yeah, the two, young Han and Lando, you definitely want.
Yeah, because if you have Lando real fast, he'll be passing out prepared to everybody.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with what you've done. It sounds like you're pretty much on the right target. I mean, just going through my mind, what you put on there, it seems the right move.
I don't run that team.
I'm getting ready to. I got to work on. I'm not
going to work Lando and young Han for a long time.
Well, I'm getting ready to because I mean it's a team that I really like on defense, and with the car team and that team, that really frees me up to even have more teams on offense because they're both pain in the ass teams to deal with. The car team gets its health and protection back. The prepared team does the same kind of crap. It's really a pain in the ass to deal with.
But I'd rather run. Here's the thing: if I'm running that squad, right, I'm probably going to want to run it some kind of like Vandor Chewie L3 over running.
No, Well, in threes is a different animal. You definitely want Kira, L3, and Vandor together.
Yeah.
But
in fives, when we're talking about fives, but I got so much more stuff to work on than bringing young Han up to gear 11 or something.
He's a luxury toon, but oh my days, when you get him going, if you slap that Zeta on him, he's another mission. Well, actually, he's better than mission because he will assist everybody.
Yes.
Everybody. And he stacks offense as well. He's a great toon, but he's one of those luxury toons after you've done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to gear them up, but the Zeta's not going to become for a while. I'm going to need to get the 2 on Padme to get the. I'm working on the Galactic Republic now.
Wait till he gets his Falcon.
Oh God, please.
That would be nice.
Okay.
Well, it would also be nice if CG would fix his AI to use his damn dice roll.
Yeah.
Next question.
Gav P. Question: what more new clones do you think could be brought into the game for the upcoming Clone Wars content?
Tons.
Oh man, we have so
none.
many
They're all
choices.
the same.
We have so many.
That's
choices.
not right, Michael. You take that back.
They could bring Wolf. I mean, we're basically
Wolfpack, Delta, Scorch.
Delta.
Yeah. There are thousands of the clone characters that they could bring to the game, really.
Yeah, there's a ton of characters they could bring in. We'll wait and see.
I mean, when you think about it, the Clone Wars in lore and the movies has been the most covered and aspect of Star Wars. Yeah. There's been more literature about the Clone Wars than any other part of Star Wars.
All right, next question.
Can't touch this question. They need to cater to the minnows and dolphins. 20,000 people that spend $10 is greater than 100 people spending $1,000.
I don't disagree with you. We had this conversation way back in the day whenever we used to have the freaking monthly subscription, which
I miss that.
Which most people probably don't know, the freaking $11 monthly subscription. And I don't remember, you got like 100 crystals a day or something.
Yeah. I miss that.
But we don't have that anymore. I mean, just because you and I think it makes sound business sense when you make one thing doesn't mean that it actually equates to more dollars on the bottom line sometimes. Or sometimes there's some other reason with why they don't do the subscriptions, right? There's some other.
What was that? There was another Zeums, wasn't there? There was one where if you did enough, you got exclusive. Well, not exclusive, but you got access to. And it wasn't Bronziums, obviously. No, there was a Zeums that we had where like you could get the Jawas early and stuff like that.
Oh, what
That's
were
what
those
they
cards
used to
called?
do.
Erodium.
Yeah.
Erodium packs.
Erodium.
That was still a whale pack, man.
Yeah,
That
definitely
was still
a huge whale pack.
That was a whale
Yeah.
pack. Even then, right? That was a whale pack.
But that was kind of a reward, wasn't it? It's the case of, well, if you're going to do that, then here's this to, as a thank you and encourage you to continue.
Yeah, but you had to buy that character from nothing. Remember, from zero of unlock, you had to buy it, and then and it was still a gambler's pack. You weren't guaranteed. You were not guaranteed, and they put the last character. And remember, people who bought it and the character was broke, and then when it became free to play farmable, then they would fix the character like Wedge. Some people got really mad about that.
I've still got PTSD. Excuse me. There you go. I've still got PTSD over Echo. I finally managed a 7-star Echo a week after they nerfed him.
Echo was an Erodium pack. Oh my god, dude. Okay.
That's craziness.
Next question.
Teals question: Modern Warfare 1 touched me in all the bad places. I need an adult who can help me.
Yeah, but there's none here that can do that.
I believe that's Mighty Wallet's one, not Modern Warfare.
We can't help you.
I thought it was Modern Warfare.
What is it? Mighty Wallets?
MW1. Mighty Wallet's one.
Well, it's what they do, man. I mean, they hit hard, they hit fast, and they get the hell out of there,
Where on the Revendal did they touch you inappropriately?
Yeah, so.
I don't think he has enough dots.
All right, next question.
I soak a taco fulcrum. Question.
Yeah. Wait, what was that name?
That is epic. They took what I did and ran with it. I love it.
Hold on. What was the name again?
I soak a taco fulcrum.
Nice.
Oh, Christ.
Question
I love it.
Yep.
I soak a taco and Rose Taco are related. Confirmed.
Science.
That's really, that's epic, man. Oh my gosh, that's epic.
All right, go ahead with the question.
We love tacos on this one, by the way. We love tacos.
Oh, yes, we did.
If you didn't know we didn't love tacos.
We love us some tacos. Christ. All right, question, please.
Does modding for potency help Dark Side Bastila debuff stick once she has ferocity?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Once she has ferocity. Let's go up here and look at let's go back and re-look. Right? I don't know if it does or doesn't. Does anyone know for sure?
Hey, Sean Ragnar. I don't know. We'll have to look into that more.
Well, I mean, like her fear usually always sticks unless they have tenacity up on, and then the explosion can't be resisted. Where it goes boom with all the.
Here's the deal, though. Per stack of ferocity, you're getting 8% offense and 8% potency, which means if you have 3 stacks of ferocity, it's equal to what a potency cross is. So at that point, why wouldn't you just put an offense cross on her?
She starts off with 55% potency already.
Yeah, she's already real high. Like, I don't even have mine modded for potency, and her debuffs always stick.
Yeah, so I'm not thinking. I mean, I'm sitting here right now. I have her almost maxed. So I'm sitting here at like 74% potency, and I don't think I ever don't get a stick, man. and I don't even know if her fear and all that stuff she does.
And if I remember correctly, the Zeta on her will give you an extra 50% potency for the first turn.
Yep, and I have that Zeta on her.
And the first turn is the most important one.
My Mr. Beardy's got 112% tenacity, and he still gets stuck with it. So
yeah, he's not even losing one stack, right?
yeah. So yeah.
So Bastilla. So this is the Sith apprentice. Bastilla and the character in the leader spot have plus 50% defense and plus 50% potency, which means by the time you got a couple stacks of ferocity and you've got this right here, she's at like 140% potency. I would not put a potency arrow on her. That feels like a waste.
I agree.
Put offense, protection, health, defense.
Put it on Tarkin and Zeta him.
All right. Next.
Can't touch this. Question: did anyone else catch Darth microtransactions late night stream where he epically butchered Grande's name? Pure karma. Grand Patron.
Oh God, I have not seen it. What was the context? I'd like to know the context of what old Carrot Top was talking about. Darth Micro. I like that guy, by the way. But anyway, if somebody can give me some context, that'd be funny. He's a good dude. Go ahead. Next question.
Gav P. Question: what Grand Arena defensive teams have you come across this Grand Arena which was different and useful? I came across a double Bastila team with Johanny, which was crazy tough and still not sure why.
Double Bastila?
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
It's an AI set squad.
Yeah, I'm guessing light side Bastila lead so that Juhani is always taunting.
Yeah.
And dark side Bastila to lock people up. Yeah, that could be a pretty interesting team to face.
Apparently, he gave me credit for the Poggle Padme. I did not come up with Poggle Padme. Poggle for Padme was made by Neo. Let me get you Neo's full name. Everybody wants to give me credit for it because I just preached about it. But the guy who created it, his name is. Let me find him because he's in my my ship shard. Neo. Where the heck is Neo? I don't even know where he's at right now. I don't know where he's at. But anyway, Neo is the one that did that. Neo 2551, who is an Asian descent guy that lives in Central Europe. Super cool dude. Kind of came up with that. And you search it on the forums, you'll see that Neo created it because the first guy that made the post credited Neo too.
Oh, he says that he credited watching you to get it.
Oh, yeah. He watched me live on Twitch get it, and he was like half asleep, and I was yelling at Chad. He's like, "He woke me up, man." LL Cool J was there too. LL Cool J was in the chat when I got Padme. He was so dumb that I got it. Work. But yeah, one of the other guys who was pushing that team real hard was Zhang's army, and Zhang's helped me remod for that team. So anyway, next question.
Stama Osbuff. Question: solid fifth for Darth Revan team that holds on defense. That's not Malik. I am using Scion at the moment.
Sith Trooper is another good one.
I mean, yeah, I'm guessing.
What was it, Grande?
HK-47 he's using HK-47. He's using Darth Bastila. He's using Sith Trooper, and he's like, "What should I use as my fifth?" Thrawn works great as a fifth. Scion works good. Nihilus works good. Yoda works good. Sith Marauder works good. All of these work good.
And that was the last question.
All right. You did
nice.
It, guys. Got through it. Did a good job. Did it, guys.
Yay, I can do my payout.
Yay. Did it, guys.
Too late to deploy for LSTB though.
All right. With that, we're going to wrap things up. So thank you guys for being here today. Make sure you check out Stanley stream in an hour. He's going to be doing some Assassin's Creed for a couple of hours. And then tonight we'll do some mini roster reviews for a few hours as well. So that's going to be the schedule for today. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video. Stop what you're doing. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Check out our Patreon. Love our Patreon sponsors. They really keep us going. And if you haven't already, join us on Twitch. We're doing Grand Arena on Twitch as well. Make sure you do your TV battles today and get ready for, I think, 5v5 Grand Arenas today. I can't remember. But yeah, if you haven't followed and subscribed on Twitch, please go over there and do that now, because it's where we're doing a lot of our Green Arena and other things. So, on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys for stopping in today. Have a great rest of your day. We'll holler at you later. Peace.